I think we'll wait for some time. We'll just wait for 2 to 4 minutes for people to join in. Huh? Yeah, people are dropping in. I will also share it in the WhatsApp. Hello, Faz. Hello. We, I think most probably we'll start like 2 3 minutes later. Okay, Abhishek, like at 4 or 5 minutes past 6. Okay, we'll let people join in because they are coming in. Today's session is going to be great. Hello, hello, Mighty, Debabrata Mighty. So yeah, guys, it's been 2 minutes. Um, Today's session is going to be very amazing because today is like the first session that will not be having anything to do with coding. Today we have Abhishek Sen, who is from third year CAC undergrad student, who will be actually taking you through how to use the design tool named Figma. The predecessor of Figma that is mostly used across industries is Adobe XD, which was actually launched in 2016. So when mobile development and web development were being done, the UI and UX experience for these developments were done first using Illustrator. Then after Illustrator, there was something called Adobe Adobe was experimenting with some experience design software, and then they rolled out the first beta version in like 2016. Adobe XD came around in 2016. The stable version came around in 2017, and since then, Adobe XD has remained free. So, anyone asking if Adobe XD is free or paid, it is free. Then we have this again much more latest tool across all platform because it is on the web, whether it's Windows, whether it's Linux, whether it's Mac, it's Figma is really amazing. So today Abhishek Sen will take you through how to make UI UX interfaces and experience using Figma. So I'll just hand over to him. Hello Abhishek.
Hey there. Hello, everybody.
Okay, so you're gonna take it from here. I'm gonna leave,
Yes.
okay? And then
Cool,
I'll be
cool.
back once the session ends. Okay, dude?
Okay.
Okay, okay. Best of luck.
So today, as designers, mostly the thing we face is that to explain our designs to the clients, like that is the most important thing that is there. And they always, if whenever we are using Adobe XD or something which is very complex, they always get flustered. So today, what I'm going to talk to you about is Figma. It's very easy and it's very easy to understand also. It's basically just art, like literally art and whatever, and then you can put it's the basics of prototyping. You can go about it and you can customize and go wild with it. Like you can get the application, you are trying to build very easily. So, first things that we need when we go about with UI UX is what is the application or what is the whole thing about. So that comes in with the client telling us that this and these are the requirements, and then we research on the current trends and so on and so forth. So jumping into Figma, I'll be sharing my screen. I'll just show you what we'll be making today. Um, yeah, so this is what we'll be making today. A simple, very basic site on like a resume site about yourself. So which and you can easily. So this is what is special about this. You can easily navigate, very smooth navigation between the whole things, and you can easily comment. Like suppose if I want to add a comment here, that suppose I do not like something about this. If easily comment, or you want to add something here. So this is there. Uh, Coming to and easy like the way you can even go about it through it is very simple to explain to your client how the whole thing will be, and even buttons have different functions. You can assign them to it. So I would ask you all to just type Figma. It's like it's free, nobody needs to pay anything for it. I hope everybody is going along with it. So just it's very easy, just type Figma on Google, click on Figma, the first thing that comes up, and I guess you'll get a sign in page. I have already signed in, so you guys will need to sign in, and you can see the page that I made. It's right here, the project that I made, and few other projects that I had been working on. Anyway, so you can see this right here. All you have to do is to sign in, and then you can add another draft. I hope everybody is following. Just say cool or yes in uh, the chat box and comments, so I'll get to know. So the whole Figma application works on the concept of an artboard. Okay, so I hope you all have reached the screen. Just a yes would be cool. So let me just wait for everybody to get to this screen. Everybody just log into this, and then I'll be continuing. Um, just wait for like 10 seconds more. Till then, I'll just let you know. Okay. So the whole thing from here on goes by that this is my art page. Like this screen in front of you is what is the artboard. And what does the artboard require? It requires you to put a page on it so that you can start creating on it, right? So simply just take it to this tool, and here is your layout, like whatever you want to design. So if you are designing a phone application, so you have different applications for here. If you're designing on a tablet, like different screens, so usually what we do is we design overlays for different from like a website would look very different on a phone, and would look very different on a tablet, and would look very different on a laptop. So for that very reason, you can easily prototype it for different layouts. And for some applications which are specifically for a phone, that you wanted just for a phone launch and so on and so forth, you can just go about with it. So today I'll be taking a desktop, and I'll be just showing you what the whole thing is about. So let's start. So this is your first screen that you go out, and I'll be taking you through the tools first. So this is your how you handle the whole thing, how you to go about with it, view the whole thing. This is to add a comment anywhere for anybody, and so on and so forth. Okay, so somebody just joined. Or so all you have to do is just type Figma on Google, go and then go about and just go on the site and log in. And after you log in, you just open a new draft. And after you open the new draft, you'll find something which is like a blank artboard. And after that, just click on this icon, and this is your artboard and what you need in the artboard. And this will give you the papers on which you can work on. Uh, and then click on desktop. So currently we are working on desktop. It's right here, written here, and we go about with it. So yeah, so this in this you can add different uh, basically sheets to work on. And here is your navigation tool and selection tool. This is where you can draw rectangles and places. And this a very interesting thing is that you can easily, like, if you like today's UI UX is more based on having a different edge to it. So you can easily curve your tiles and you can work with it. So, and it's very, you just select it, delete, it goes away. um, and this would be your pen or ink tool if you want to write something specifically in those things. People do work on this with draw pads and tablets, so for them this comes into use, something you want handwritten, some designs, so on and so forth. This is your text, whichever you want to, and I'll just, so suppose I write Figma, and this is very small, so I can so on the right hand side you can not only just like decide where it is situated with through the x-axis and y-axis. You can decide its width, height, everything, like on an actual Photoshop screen or Adobe XD screen or on your actual website screen. Like each and every pixel can be easily fixed, easily decided where it is. You can literally map out your whole artwork area, and then you can map out how many pixels are there from each of it. So for example, I want it to be, it's on Roboto. Let's go and do something. Let's go with maybe, just to give it a more artistic look. And you can easily go down. See, here's the color. When you press 0, so if you want a black color, just type 0 and you'll get black. Okay, you don't need to do anything. That's a really nice, cool thing I found out. And else you can just go here and increase the size, maybe 100 for now, just to show you what it is. Before, my bad. You just got to select this. Double click on it is selection, and then you press enter, it goes up. You can, like, that's all is that with the text editing. Text editing anyways. So yeah, so we'll begin with making, so this whole width, so here comes some maths calculation. The whole screen is of a width of 1440, right? So now if I want, suppose in my, like I showed, so how many, depends on how many tiles do I want. Here there are 1 2 3 4 5. So to divide the whole 1440 by 5, you have an equally distributed buttons for each of them, right? So on pressed, with on pressed, icon, and so on and so forth. So I'll come here and I'll press on my rectangular tool. So I can even have like different kinds of like, if I want it to be a rectangular one, or if I can even design different icons here, which I would not ask you all to do, but it is not like, I would not prescribe that. You'd rather just design here. I'll tell you where to get the other ones from. So suppose now I'm taking 5. So 1440 divided by 5 would be around 288 exact. So I would make it, or I could, just place this and then I could change it here. So I want it to be 288. Okay, so it just comes in. You don't, like, even if you just placed it somewhere and you want to change, you can even change the height of this easily. So suppose I just wanted a bit more, wider, like in by height. So I will just put 287. I feel more comfortable with this. Now I'll come to shortcuts. So just select this for now. Press Control and D. You'll see that there is, on the left hand side here, another rectangle has already been created. All you have to do is drag. Select on that one and drag. Okay. Now I'll show you some magic. Now magic is going to happen. See this. So what basically I did was I kept, so after I, so there's this is a very cool feature of Figma, that once you duplicate and assign at a distance where your second one is going to be placed, and after that, if you duplicate that, it automatically places it equivalent. So if I've decided that this is the distance between the first one and the second one, now if I press Control D, a third one will be created automatically in that distance. Fourth one will be created automatically with that with respect to its previous one, and the fifth one will be created with respect to its previous one. It's a very cool feature. I hope you guys are following. Can I get a cool in the comment section, or yes? Anything would be done. Like, and then I can move forward from here. Guys, come on, follow up. Is there any questions or any place that you stuck on? Then I can go ahead with that. I do not see any comments, but okay. I hope you guys are following. Anybody there? Come on, let me know that if you're following or not, because this is something which you can easily go about. And if you are following and if you are exploring, just let me know. I'll go forward with it then. Achha, by the time I get any comments, I'll tell you a few more things that you can easily for something like backgrounds. Like we all always worry about getting pictures and so on. We all always don't have a friend with some drone or something taking amazing photos on there, or not us having DSLR going about. So what you do is you just type Unsplash. Okay, Unsplash is a place. Unsplash, my bad. Unsplash is a place where you can get free images. Nobody will sue you for any image that you take from here. So suppose today I'm not designing a resume website. I'm designing something which is supposed to be very cool, like a space thingy. So I just type space here. I can get space stuff which I do not have to give recognition to. I can, and the easiest way to go about this is you click on it, right click on this, copy image. I'll show you another magic. Okay, just copy here, come here and paste. Control V. So now it's already here. Now how do you arrange this in terms of your web page? So if you want to maintain the dimensions of this and then rotate, because otherwise it's going to be like this and you cannot get your image, right? So just hold shift and then do whatever. So it maintains the dimensions and gets you whatever you want. So exactly like that. Cool. So you have a really cool background overlay depending on what your that you can adjust easily wherever you want. And you can even blur this so that you have like a proper so in effects. You can drop shadow on it, or you can layer blur. So you can easily put a layer blur on this and go about with it. And you can have your UI UX on top of this with a different color matching on it, and so on and so forth. So for now, let's delete this and let's get back to our picture. So let's get back to our product. So now what I need here is icons, right? So even for that, I have a very I have a solution for you guys. It's called the Noun project. The Noun project gives you free applications. I hope, like, I don't know if many people know about it. I didn't know about this, and I got to know about this recently. So this, like, anything you want, like this just goes about. So suppose my first icon was like something like a contact icon. So I'll put here contact, and I'll search for something. Like this has brilliant icons. Like you can go about and have your. So suppose I choose this. It looks nice to me. So all I have to do is get this icon and create free account. No, I don't need to create a free account. I can just get this yeah, sign up with your Facebook and get it for free. You don't need to do anything else. Mine was already signed up, so all you have to do is click on basic download, continue, select the SVG one. It's easier to go about it. And you can go here, place this on Figma. Just drag it from your download panel here or from your downloads in your like file and downloads, and you can easily get it here. So here I'll show you something else. So today, if I so there you can just delete the text that comes with it because it's not free. So and then and same goes for this. If I want to realign or rearrange this particular icon, press on shift and it will not hamper your dimensions. In icons, it's very important not to hamper the dimensions. Right, and a nice way to align this is if you want to distribute the vertical spacing and distribute horizontal spacing, there is a tool here which you can easily use with the shortcuts, but it's like a very complex shortcut. You hold Control Alt Shift and V. So you can just go here, click on vertical stabilizer, and then you can select where do you want it. Like how do you want this vertically stabilizing? Or you want to align left, you want it to align centrally to here there, because it's like, so it's there because it's below this layer, so it's showing it that way. It's right here, don't worry, it's not gone anywhere. If you want it to be here centrally aligned, if you want something to be exactly in the center, you want to align at the bottom, so it's going there. Or if you want to align it somewhere in the left, there, so you align it at the top. So suppose if I want it at the top, align top, it's gone to top left, top side, top right, and top left. So this is something you can use, especially when you are doing something like a menu icon where you have three lines here and you have grouped them and you want to shift it to a very like a top corner or a top right place. So that's one thing you can do. So suppose if I have made, so I want something, I want this to be white, right? So I will change my background a bit to something, so that it doesn't blend in. So I'll make this into a sort of whitish display. Okay. And I'll come to my desktop and I want my desktop on something which is a bit lighter on the that's too light. I can easily change it, but yeah, I just want something that I can see. And now what do you want here is your text. So you can easily just drop in. You don't need to do anything. Just write whatever you want on a caps lock. I'm writing about me here. And when I write about me, I will select the text. Just double. So even if you can't see it, double click on it. Click outside. Double click on it. You will get automatically get selected. You don't have to select 1 inch or something like that. And you can get it right here. You can change. Suppose I take 50 for example. Oh, I'm guessing that's too big. And you can easily see the alignment here, like that's, you can experiment with this however you want it to be, where you want it to be. If you want it to be like this, like, so for usually what I have seen is they are much more closer to the icon, so I go about with that and I can easily now arrange my icon according to the text and be centrally aligned to the text. This already gives you, so Figma has this unique feature, where it tells me that if this icon is aligned centrally to the text also, like if I want it to be like in top aligned, bottom aligned, or central aligned, so it goes about with that. For me, I want it to be centrally aligned. Yeah. So for the second one, I hope everybody's following. It's quite pretty simple. So I'll take another icon. So second one was something like a resume. A resume would be something like a book. So I'll go here and I'll be like a book. So I could take up anything. I could take up something like this. I could take up anything for that sort, but I'll search for something which I like. Uh, I'm guessing maybe maybe yeah, maybe I'll go with this. All I have to do is get this icon, basic download, continue, it's right there, the SVG. Also, you can easily click on this icon, guess this dimensions right here, and you can click on this and copy the same dimensions. Like if that is the scene, I can just go about it. If it aligns properly, it obviously would not. I would not recommend for if there are different, completely different dimensions and shapes, just don't copy the dimensions. But it's easy to go about with it. Like you can centrally align easily, even with this. Go about align it. It's too for me. So yeah. So now another cool thing about this is you can select an icon and you can just change its color. So if I want it to be okay, wait, I'll put bring it here. Okay. So I want it to be white. I can just click here, click on white. Let me select the icon and I can click on white. And since I made this white too, it is not showing me anything. Like that. The icon itself has a background. Okay. So if I so the background is now black. The icon itself is white. So I can move the icon itself anywhere I want. But anyways, so it's a cool feature where you even if you've taken something from here and you don't like its color, you want to shift it to something which is even multicolored. You can do it easily. So I want resume here. So I'll go here. Yeah, that is true. Not all SDG files need to be vectors. And it even aligns it with your previous what text that is there. This feels a bit out of place to me. So yeah, let's change the color of this. So you see, here's the thing, you can always go back to the color that you've been using. So your color palette, like in any, if you've been using XD, if you've been using, Procreate or other designing platforms, you always have your color palette right there. So whatever you've used, you can use it right here. Or if you've imported a picture here, you can just select this tool, go about on that picture and click any color that you want, and that will be added to your palette, and that also you can use easily. So now I have been using this one, so I'll continue with that. So this is like you can use this particular. So you can use this for like even if you do not know anything about like proper coding, and even if you do not know anything, like this is like a very basic just drag and place. All you need is a design sense and the UI UX experience that you want to build. So let's go on. I'll speed up the process now. I'll just go about with the portfolio and blog and contact tool. So I hope everybody's following me. That's all I'm worried about. So suppose I have my portfolio. I had a rocket. Just to show you the variation here. Like you can get anything, really like a very bizarre search, and you will have a you will have something for it right there. So maybe I'll choose any. I'll choose this one. So suppose like what I did right now is I by mistake you deleted that whole tab. So it has real time, saving. It saves my work real time. So I just have to search Figma. Not that. Go to Google, search Figma. Go to Figma, and the site I was working on is already here. Like it saves your work real time. Yes, yes, it's possible. Like when you group everything and then you can duplicate and replace icons and text. Yeah, sure. Like, see, if this is there, I can, like, suppose, so I'm going to do that for the whole desktop itself. So I'll be just showing you the Panjan in some time. Uh, like I'll just show you one right now, but I'll get, so, so if I select the whole thing, I'm selecting the whole desktop. It's already a group already. So it goes by layer, or I can select one and group these all together and lock them. Okay. So since this is there, I can just control D and I have the exact same thing with the grouping, and then I can go about editing the whole thing. So I hope that answers your whole query. Even in this, I can select this whole rectangle inside and go about with it. Yep. Desktop to. Okay, so to zoom out, you just control plus. My bad. Control minus and control plus helps you zoom out. And you can get everything here. My bad. Um, yeah, it saves a lot of time basically. So whenever I'm doing that, it is going to save me a lot of time. So if I'm making, like, suppose here I'll be making what, five different, you know different sites. All I've got to do is make one layout for one, and then go about just duplicating the whole thing. The size is not according to desktop size. Why so? So I'll just show you here. What do you mean? Like, here is this is the prototype running. What I did not understand, Kanish. What do you want by desktop? What do you mean by that? Do you tell me? Because if this is running, this is the desktop site I had gone about for this session, and it runs in real time with, like, a particular fit. So do you want, what do you exactly want it to be? Like, do you not want the corners on the right hand side and left hand side? Just type in the command. I'll go on with this. No, the yeah would not do for me. You need to tell me what do you not want. Yeah, when you run it, that's how I showed you what was running, right? So let me know what your exact query is. What do you want? Do you not want? Just type down what do you not want to happen, and I'll help you with it. See. I'll just, very easy. See, just drag it here and just double click on the text and just delete. Double click on the text, so you'll face some issues selecting the text. There you go. Just select it and delete. It, like, doesn't fit properly. Yeah, that is because of your dimensions of it. So you can actually select your own personal dimension, like when you prototype it, right? So you can go about switch into different ones and say, see. Okay. So it depends on what you are using, basically. If you're using something like a Surface MacBook Pro or something like that, it depends on what you're designing on. You can even select and change it to your per se. So find out what dimensions you want to go about with it, and then you can have something like this. or even if you can have, if you want, you can have a different background towards it, so that it doesn't look very, dull on the right and left and right side. Okay, so yeah, Shinjoy, are you cool with removing the attributes? Are you fine with that? No worries, no worries. So, Srinjoy, have you been able to remove the attributes? Just let me know. It's very easy. Just select, just double click on it and delete. It's like the icon gets selected separately, the background of the icon gets selected separately, and the attributes get selected differently. So you can like specifically select each, and you can even, if you cannot go about. Oh, thank you. You are good. So if you do not, sometimes there will be some people who will want the attribute to be right there. All you can do is select the attribute, change the color to your tile color, and it's like you are attributing, giving them the attribute, but it's just blending into your color. You can do that too through Figma, because you're not using it like on the application per se. You're just using it here. Uh, so let me just speed up my process. So I'll go with that. This road. So I've like for a blog, I feel that this is like the icon I would go to. You know, just to get the hang of deciding what to go for, so on and so forth. So there's this site called, I've written it down. It's called Design Course. So Design Course gives you crash courses on different, for just for prototyping, just for icon designing, and so on and so forth. So if you are in a suit where you are being asked by your employer to just design an icon, like along with the whole prototype, you have to design an icon too. So at that point, you are not going to like sit and say that no, sorry, I cannot do it. You just go on YouTube, go to their site, take the crash course for an hour, tell them that you will take some time, and just get ahead with it. That's all. The last one that I was doing was contract guys. I'm on mute. But can you hear me? Can you just type something? Can hear me? Oh, my bad, my bad, my bad. I guess it's my internet connection lagging a bit. All those guys in Kolkata who have Alliance would understand my pains. It's been a roller coaster ride with them. Can I go to contact, because now I actually want a contact icon, which is okay, cool. Thank God you can hear me. And all the contacts. Scroll down for something which is nice. Or maybe I'll go with this. So there are other also. Yeah, I know. Alliance is a pain. So there are other one also. So there's this designer called Anthony Conboy. Conboy. You can also search for him. Uh, he's also an amazing designer per se. You can easily go about it. So cool. I yeah, cool. So since this is ready and I can go about with creating two or three more like this. So I can just control D. You have another one like I showed you. So first let me finish this. But here's the thing. So now if I'm into making something like this, I would want that my the thing that is selected is somewhat a different color, right? So if I'm selecting this, if I first page that I'm making is about me, so I will want it to be something which is much which is selected if I'm making a contact page for that matter. But no, for here I'll show you something where if I've selected this, how it will look. So the black, so along with black, I feel the color which goes perfectly is somewhat a blue. I want a good darkish tone. Yeah, which makes it look very premium. So I can just select the icon, make it go white. Select the text, make it go white also. And okay, cool. So and if I want this to be selected, and then I navigate to another one. So suppose I navigate to here, which is a basically a contact me, or if I want to make it a blog one. So I'll make it a blog one so that I can make it a bit different later on. Cool. So I'll show you the blog one. You can just select on this and go ahead, make it the same color, select. So you have to be very careful like what you select. If you're selecting the background of the icon, then it nothing will happen. You have to select the exact icon per se. Yeah, that could be sometimes a pain. Like here, the designer has been very smart. So that if you copy, you actually have to do some work into getting each line into the play. Yeah, there you go. Now my text goes to this thing. So these are two sides that I'm making. Done. So there you go. So like this can easily even traverse from one to the other. So about let's go about finishing this one first. So if I want to have something like a text here saying site is um, me, so I would be like a design or something like that. So maybe okay, I'll just go with about me just to show you history for the sake of it. And I would like this font to be a bit different than the ones. So why don't you suggest me something? Why doesn't Dipanjan suggest me a font to give to this? Till then, I'll just go about with a few layout diagrams that I want to portray here. Can I, like in the comment box, suggest me fonts that you guys have been using so that I can even show they exist and they are here. Anybody in the chat box, come on, like you can comment down anything and go with it. Guys, I want some interaction here. Okay, so since I'm getting no interaction, I'll just wait till somebody actually takes this request into being and suggest me something. Till then, I'll just continue designing for that matter. Fira Sans, okay. Let me try Fira Sans. Mm, Fira Sans. There you go. I hope you're happy with your Fira Sans, and you can even so something which you can do in a vector, like if you want your some designs per se into a polygon, and you can just go about and have fun with your slides also. So if I'm done with it, I'm done with it. I want it to be right here, something I want to edit. So I want some text inside it. Ubuntu font. Okay, maybe later on. Okay. And I want this to be into so here, like I said, we can easily go to something like this, and if I want someone like a man, suppose. So there you go. I'll take something like a portrait profile for to put in there. So you can easily search something like this or this. Anyway, so I'll just take the first one that is there. Just copy this image. Go here. You go here. My bad. Just select this and paste it here, and then it shifted to that. But you want something like it already portrays it over it. Okay, so it is on the rectangle, like exactly on the rectangle. So if you are mapping it out, you can easily map out like an image background. So it helps you out. So even if it's a sphere, you can just like drag it there, copy paste it inside. It takes that form. Now here I would go about the whole section where I give info about me and talk about me. So let's have this here and say like uh, you know secret information just to play around. Yeah, Like I would ask you to just stick to maximum, like the three maximum font sizes and styles also, because if you're making something like this and you want to be very, pristine and pure, proper, sorry, not pure, proper, then that's a, a safer option to go by. I would like it to be black itself. I would like it to be on a largest, like 30, 35 goes about. We can change this whole thing into the white, not this white. The white I have been using, and change my background that I've been using, my desktop, sorry, into that. Yep. So, or anything that suits your purpose. So, and so something like, now the next thing which comes in is that what we can do other than this. So we can have something which nowadays designers use a lot is line play. So you can go about with this line play. You can select. So if you select it, you can easily select the girth of the line. So suppose I want it to be a thick line, I will select 5. Gives it a very, proper prim, proper look towards it. And that's all. Let's go about with the secret information that we have here. Oh, okay, my bad. I misplaced the whole line. Yeah. So let's go about with this. Let's put in some information like name. Let's go. So this is the thing, you can duplicate it and have one here. So I'll show you something which is very fun. I can duplicate it, have one here, here per se. Okay. So now when I duplicate this, sorry, that when I duplicate this, it's right here, right, yeah. It's on top. All you have to do is drag. So I don't want so many. Yeah. Let's go with 4 types of information that you would like to have. Yeah, cool. So now there's the name. Then I come with, my name is Abhishek. So I'll just put in Abhishek. Then comes in, location, where I'm based out of, and I'll just put that. Let's put here. So I'm based in India, showing off that I may work internationally. Cool. So, and just placing it there. Something like my number, and placing random numbers, not my number. On my number, I can give it to you, but that's per se, that's beside the point. Email that is to be set in. And it automatically gives you so many guidelines to work with that it becomes like instant easy for you. So yeah, that's it for the sake of it. So I'll go by with age. So never ask a woman her age. If she's comfortable with it, She'll herself say it, or you can see it on her bio page like this. So I am 21. Let's say maybe experience. Not 21 years. I would say about let's put 2 years. Two 2 years, and let's go with career. Uh, like, what? Where do I stand? Like, do I even stand anywhere? Maybe I'll say somewhat like a beginner in my career of designing. Or say mid-level, whatever. Like, that's up to you. Whatever you put. Suppose my facts. Anybody having any problems? I'm going a wee bit fast. I was going very slow before, but if you have any problems, just like type it. I have it right here, and I'll know. If you have any problem, just let me go with the same number. Like that. Cool. So now I want more information put in here. So maybe let's say that I am a website designer. Uh, okay. Yeah, so that makes it look better. So now if I want, I can even curve the edges of this, right? So now this looks much more pristine, much more, up to date, as people say. And you can even curve this and make it look like a card. I am sensing that I made somewhat boo-boo. Cool. So there we go. Now I'll be putting in another text here saying that I am a web developer or designer. Two very different things, but yeah, cool. So making that, and I'll take another line. Uh, are you guys having any problem per se working on the system? And I can then go to this, and then I'll go to just put in some lines of text here. So on and so forth. So that's one side done, and I'll quickly show you the blogging site. I'll just get the whole thing. Yeah, so I'll quickly make a simple blogging site kind of a thing to go about with it. Suppose I have one tile here and I have another tile here, and I'm working with the same, kind of per se portfolio, and maybe shift the background to that and go to my second desktop. Mm-hmm. Cool, no worries. So I'll just change this to the same color as that. Uh, add some white this, add some, no, not this white, this. Cool. Now when I'm that, I can just add in, to show you how that works. Just click on this. If you, even if you've used it on another, desktop, you can just take that and work with it. So suppose I want, like, suppose I'm someone who goes rock climbing, and I go here, I type adventure. I can choose this picture, copy image. That's right there. And cool. And you can even, edit this here. So that is how, I mean, this gives you such, this gives you such good things, as in you can even change like the exposure inside. So so imagine the amount of stuff you can do here. So just I'm taking time just to show you all of these different things. Yeah, so you add stuff into this. So I'm not going to show you a lot of things now. I'll just wrap up my session quickly into showing you how to dive from one thing to another. And this might be another adventure that you go to. Copy page, picture, down here, share, थोड़ा space यहाँ, here, curve the edges, and arrange it a bit more. And so here are two blogs that I would have written. Adding some text to it would be fine, just for the simplicity. Go write something. It was an adventure. It was an amazing adventure, so on and so forth. Cool. So this would be your other side. So now coming, like, my task, I would like to give you guys a task, and I would like to follow up on our DSC page with all of, like, in my comment section on LinkedIn or on YouTube or any place. Just add in your work on Figma. Like, comment your links. I'll definitely go through it and respond to you. And what I would like you to do is make your own and make it for the other ones. Like, so I've shown you two. Now I'll show you how to, prototype this whole thing. So suppose I want to go to prototyping, and see here. So if I, no, I will select prototyping, and you go to, yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. So see, all you have to do is, if I'm about, if it's about me, and my bad. So if I'm on about me and I click, so I just have to select, and this icon here, you can drag it and put it to this desktop. Okay, cool. Next is, if I do the same for uh, if I do the same when I'm on this site, click on this, go to this, cool. So now, how do I, how do you show this whole thing to your customers? So all you have to do is press on this play button here, Your site goes live, and like you can see, this is my about me page, and as soon as I click on the blog, it takes me to my blogging page. So this is your interactive wireframe for the website. Like you can shift between the whole thing. Oh wait, I forgot to do something. So yeah, so you have to always come back, like on this, if you click on about me, my, oh, okay, yeah. So if you click on about, click on, oh my bad, click on about me, take this and take it back. Now it's like a proper, interactive thing where this reloads again, like a hot reboot on Flutter, and you can just go about back to back from these pages. So I've done the same for this site here. Wait, here. So this is my ready one. So like I've done the same here also, where I go between these ones. Cool. So all you have to do now is make something of your sort, and like share all this. If you have any questions, I will entertain those questions right now. Like anything that I've gone through every attribute there is on you know uh, mm, this whole application that you can use and expand. And what you can do furthermore is in the prototype you can like select which area you're going. So if I'm selecting a prototyping, so I can go prototype settings, I can create a connection, I go about what to do about it, and I can even do other things. So suppose I'm creating to click to this. Here I have the on click function on drag while hovering. So what you can do. So the very thing is, like, suppose I'm doing uh, uh, you I want to show an information while I hover onto it. So suppose I'm hovering on blog and I want to have some action where I have a pop-up and I show in like information, like suppose I go to blog, it will show me blog as in what it is. Or if I want to show some information, so these are many sites where you have, like, when you hover around something with your cursor, sorry, my bad. If you hover around something with your cursor, it shows another overlay. So every nitty gritty of UI experience you can have, and you can prototype here while pressing, while key gamepad comes in here. When you are using it, you can type it. How much do you need to pay for Figma? And it's free, sir. It's free. You are doing it with me right now, Dipanjan sir. It's free. It's free of cost, and it's as easy. So how can I share this to you people? So suppose this one I made before. All I need to do is share prototype. I can copy link, and what I'll do is, like, for you people, I'll go to my comment, and so you can click, if you can copy paste this, you can edit real life. You can go to my prototype and do it. And if you want, like, to for your clients, what you can do is you can go here. Suppose this is what I created right now, and if you want to edit this, I'll share this also. So anyone with the link, you can choose. This is like a Google Drive link. It copy link, and I'll share the one that we made right now on stream. I'll share it here. So both are right there, and you can easily go onto it, and you can also edit. So if you want, so suppose if you want something to be changed, and if you are a group of people working on it, you can work in real time. So I'll show you by so suppose go, you can even see that I'm working on it, and you can see, if you people log in, I can see Srinjoy right now onto it, and I can see his cursor. Can you see it? Can you see it on live stream? See, I can see, I know who's making what change in real time also. So it makes workflow also very easy. Yeah. So any other questions that you have? So you can still see him, like, evolving around, like, the whole place, and you can make changes in real time and so on and so forth. So that's there. Anything else? Any questions? I would love to entertain questions, and I would love to see your work that you go about. Please do share. Fazal, please give them a certain place where they can actually submit their work that they have done, because I would love to see this. I would love
Yeah,
to see how they take their imaginations wild and go about with it.
sure. That would be amazing.
So done. That's all. That's all for my session. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was something that added value to you.
Abhishek,
Yes.
can you switch to that UI which we are going to code tomorrow? Because this is something that you have made
Yes.
live
Sure.
hands-on, right?
Yes.
Would
Yes.
you would you show it to the audience?
Yes. So tomorrow, this is what you will be making with front end development, the coding part of it, the hard part of it, basically. So how if you, this is what you're going to be coding, and how to actually instantly flip between the pages, how to create like all these that will be taken by Faiz. Tomorrow you have another interactive session where Faiz will be live coding and showing you all of this. So please be there, and that is going to be another amazing session. You have to be there.
Yeah, that's why I just came back. Like whatever you guys just saw him building up live, that will be coded by Faz tomorrow, and we are having the session at the same time. So tomorrow is Sunday at 6 p.m. We'll have a web session where he will be coding one or two interfaces live online on stream with you guys. So I hope they enjoyed. And
So this is
one more thing, if you work
the whole thing.
on a design based project, you can always reach out to the community, to DSC, to Abhishek, if you want any input, any feedback on your work, or you just want to share your work. You can tag us on Twitter. Our handle is at the rate DSC Heritage. Anything else you would like to say, Abhishek?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, just like go about with it, explore this. If you have any questions, you can mail it to us. My what should I do? I'll just comment in my my WhatsApp number, so that you can even ask me any queries that you have. Would that be fine? Like Puzzle, that would be really
Yeah,
nice,
yeah,
right?
yeah, sure, sure. It's all right.
There you go. You have my contact number right there. So if you have any further queries, and I'll contact you. And I would love to, again, I'm reiterating, I would love to see your work and how you go about exploring and how you use this UI and go about with your work. Because it's easy
You know,
prototyping and you can
And
have fun
guys,
with it.
today we just saw a user interface coming to life from scratch. Like there is a lot of you you can say wiring and prototyping that can be done that has not been shown due to uh, the time constraint that we have. Like we cannot do a session for 2 hours live because that will be very uncomfortable for even viewers. So it's almost 1 hour, 1 hour 15 minutes. I guess this is one of the longest sessions that we have taken right now. So yeah, depending upon the audience feedback, if the audience feedback is really good, we'll do a part two of this session where we'll show that okay, this is the UI, 3 4 screens. How do you connect each button? How do you make it look like as if it is coded? How do you show it to your client, to your customer, whoever you're going to pitch or sell? So that is very important because I've done it. I have pitched, I have sold. So it's really important, believe me. and
Yeah,
and,
I
and
tried my best
don't you
to
ever
bring in.
ever try to connect this with the startup culture or anything? Doesn't matter in whichever company you go. For example, mass recruiting companies like TCS or a mid-level companies like Deloitte, anywhere they will push you to go ahead and meet their outsourcing clients where you'll have to pitch the product. So it so if you are really interested, depending on the feedback, if we get a lot of good feedback, then we will do a part two of this session because a lot of things has not been said here due to the time.
I tried my best to cover all the basics, because that is what you will need to go about with it to start off with it. Because I really, because once you know the basics, then you can go wild with it. I really wanted to cover everything, every nitty-gritty, and tell you how to go about with it easily.
Chalo, it's nice then.
Okay.
We'll wrap it up
Thank
here.
you for
Thank
thank you
you
for
guys. Thank you,
being here.
Abhishek.
Thank you. Thank you.